Welcome Stampers, I am Julia Fair in Fair's Craft Lair and you are watching one of my YouTube Tuesday videos. I do a YouTube Tuesday video every Tuesday and post them on my blog. I hope you enjoy this one. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, a like, please subscribe to my channel, and if you're interested in any products and you're looking for a demonstrator, I would love to have you come to classes or be a part of my online community. So for today we are, and actually for this week, I'm working with Colorful Seasons. So all week long I will have things on my blog, and on Friday I do a Facebook Live with a demonstration or a tutorial. And I would love for you to be able to find me on Facebook as well. So today we are working with Colorful Seasons. And I have a specific technique that I want to show you, and I think I may have done this before, but it's always really fun to do it with something new. So I want to share that with you today. Today we're working with the snowflakes out of this stamp set, and we're gonna get right down to it. I did not make a sample of this card, so you will, if you need to see what the card looks like, go ahead and go to the end of the video. But if not, I hope that you'll stay with me through it so I can share it with you, all the fun techniques. And I'm just making sure that I'm getting myself on camera here because I'm actually sitting down. For those of you who are new with me, I just had knee surgery, so I apologize if I end up off camera, but I want to make sure that you guys get everything on camera as much as I can, so this might go a little slow today. I'm going to scoot I just put my Stampin' Pierce mat underneath here so that I have a piece of glossy cardstock, and that's what I'm working with today, because the glossy stuff works fabulous for this technique that I'm doing. And I also have my silicone mat over here. So what I'm going to be doing, and it's a little hard to get them both on camera, but I'm going to take Highland Heather. I'll just put this up here so you can see first. I'm going to take Highland Heather. And this is a brand new ink pad, so it's a little tricky. All right, and I'm going to press some of that onto my mat. I have really fun, fancy techniques. I'm going to leave that open because I got more ink on it than I want to touch my fingers on. So, and then I've got Balmy Blue. I'm going to do the same thing, get them fairly close but not touching, okay? And we can come back and we'll add more as we need to, so I'm just going to leave those open. But what we're going to do is I'm going to start by taking the large snowflake image out of here, and I'm going to go in both and kind of twist it around and go back and forth a little bit so I pick up both colors. Now I'm going to set this off to the side, all right? And now we're going to stamp that ink that's blended onto. Yep, that's gonna make this real fun. I love these two colors together. They're gonna be so beautiful when it's all said and done. Ah, just excellent. Okay, so I keep going back in between and picking up more ink. And your ink will get lighter as you do this, and it will get more blended, so don't be surprised by that. And I don't mind if they're a little bit more purple or if they're a little bit more blue. That's the whole idea with this. All right, so now that the big one is done, I'm going to go back to the little one. And I think I'm going to do more of the blue with the little guy and focus on him in between, or her, in between everything else. I don't mind if they're overlapping. I'm just trying to fill in some gaps. This is a great way for you to make your own designer series paper. The only thing I want to make sure that you guys know about is that this tends to stay more wet a little bit longer, so you want to make sure that you're not touching stuff, touching your ink and all your hard work. Give it a blast with your heat gun, heat tool. Or simply just wait a little bit. And I try to look at it, get like a sheen, and see if there's anything there. And maybe I'll add like a more blue one on top there. Purple, excuse me. I'm looking at purple. All right, so we're gonna layer some of these. All right. that looks quite full, probably a little bit more full than I would like. So I'm probably going to focus on putting my sentiment there, but the rest of this looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to just hit this with my heat tool real quick. And I'm going to be adding a lot more texture to this, so I don't mind that it's overwhelmed because it feels really full right now, but I'm going to go back with, and there's going to be some silver thread that goes on top of this too. All right, so the big thing when you're done with your mat, you want to just clean it off. You can use a baby wipe or some paper towels, and then you can even go over it with your, like your cleaning solution for your stamp cleaner. Or go over it with your, what is it? I'm losing the names of things today. With your chamois, Simply Chamois. You can do that. There we go. That's the name of it. So, I have everything else that I need just about ready for this. I got it all cut. The measurements are on my blog. So if you are having, you want to find out what exactly I did with this, please go ahead and go over there, and you are welcome to use any measurements. That's kind of the point. I'm just inking up this sentiment, and the sentiment that I'm using for this one is "Life is a beautiful thing." And this is like the, ooh, excuse me, my head. Yep, that's what I thought. All right. This will fit perfectly in the third largest stitched square framelit. So that's what I chose to do. That looks really nice. All right, and now it just comes down to mainly assembly. Ooh, and I forgot where my dimensionals are. So I'm just putting some snail on the back of this. I'm gonna attach this to the square. I just got the next size up square from the square framelits. And our beautiful panel, we are going to flip that. And if you think that it might still have something wet, make sure you press down a little bit so that you're not, and don't slide it around. All right, this glossy, I love this glossy paper. Glossy cardstock works really well. All right, and flip that over. And I already cut my panels so that they should nest pretty well, be the right size. That looks pretty good. Again, I'm going to flip it over to press it down. And then I'm going to put adhesive on the back anyway of this. It's pretty good. All right, and there that is. That's awesome. And we're gonna do, that's gonna go right there. And that's gonna make it look so pretty. All right, so, but before I do this, I've gotta grab my dimensionals. Sorry guys, forgot they're over on my, thankfully they're right here, but next to my table. So I'm gonna put dimensionals on the back of this first. And because it's a larger one, I'm gonna use some of the edge pieces, which is something that I do frequently. Kind of helps to stabilize the corners and stuff like that a little bit better. Okay, so we'll move this guy off to the side for the moment. This is also going to be really good since I'm using dimensionals, or since I'm using silver thread on it. It's going to make it a lot easier to attach the thread to the back, and then I won't really need to add anything in order for the cardstock, for it to attach to the cardstock. It'll just want to go. So I know a lot of people tend to use their dimensionals a little bit more conservatively. I am not one of those people. I want to make sure that it holds up really well, and if I'm going to send something in the mail, I really want to make sure that it's going to get there and be, pretty and lovely for whoever is receiving it. So I'm just taking the backing of those so that it's ready to pick up my silver thread when I get that ready. Okay, and all I'm gonna do is take my thread, I'm gonna do about an arm's length of thread. I always keep the little piece of tape on it so that it makes it, ooh, yep, you're grabbing already, that's good. Those dimensionals are ready, even though I'm not. Alright, and all I'm gonna do is wind this around my fingers. I'm not gonna worry too much about where the ends are yet. I can go back and fix those, but we want them to be, so I'm just gonna make sure it's going the right direction that I want it to. I want it in like the top left corner-ish. So we're gonna do that. And just make sure that that end, there's one end here, I don't want that sticking out. So we're going to make sure it's tucked in, and about the same thing here. But that has a little bit of give, so I'm gonna wrap it around, and that's what that's gonna look like. So I'm gonna put this maybe a little bit farther in, not too much farther in, I'm just measuring it out, and there it is. And that is our card for today. Life is a beautiful thing. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to assist you with whatever you need, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and we'll see you back here next time on Tuesday. Bye!